right, we're rolling.
You're here.
We're going to start doing a pre-show to the podcast.
I know.
We were all talking about dating and boys, and it was funny.
It was funny. It was good stuff.
I mean,
why I don't date. Reason number 1,500,000.
Why I left the mean guy at the restaurant and escaped through the kitchen.
Exactly.
Right.
How best to get out of a bad date.
Bye.
That is a different podcast.
That's another day, another
Let's
podcast.
keep that one in the pocket.
We need to keep that one.
We will have Stacy back for that one because she's got some, sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, we already have a reason to bring you
1000%.
back.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Thanks so much. My girl Stacy, she is from Covenant House.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, we're going to start with, I'll throw the question out, but then I'll let you introduce yourself. So my
Sure.
question is,
all right.
what do you take for granted? What do you take for granted? Because I think that we all very much, I need reminders of reasons I need to be grateful.
But welcome to Two Michelle's One Question
Yes.
podcast. Two Michelle's One Question podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great
All right,
question.
Stacy. Well,
Nice.
you tell us who you are.
Well, I am Stacy and I work at Covenant House, and we serve for young people ages 18 to 24 who are experiencing homelessness. So this question is like really a profound one, and one that I walk into every single day thinking, wow, just the things you do take for granted on the daily.
Right.
Wait, 18 to 24 who have nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go.
And
They-
talk about some of their
Oh,
circumstances
gosh,
that
yeah.
lead to
Oh,
young
yeah.
people being without a home.
Absolutely. Well, there are so many of them, but we serve so many young people that have actually aged out of foster care, if you can believe that. So, they have nowhere to go after, they turn 18. And so they end up, kind of wandering around, couch surfing a lot of times. We serve young people with human trafficking backgrounds, which is really, really, that's devastating. And a lot of people that have experienced some form of trauma in their life and need somewhere safe.
Let me jump really quickly and shortly
Mhm.
short and fast. The human trafficking. I did a show a few years back about how you'd be surprised in Grand Rapids.
Oh,
It's a
people
thing.
just don't realize.
Huge, almost a hub. I mean, the
Definitely.
explanation of Grand Rapids, Michigan being, I'm like, what? No, not in our cute town,
Mhm. hmm
Very much, yes.
Yeah.
In our cute town.
Do a dive on that one, people, because
That's right.
wow.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, we're going to have, over 1 million people going through Art Prize. And actually that tends to be anytime there's an event that's highly trafficked, that's when you see it the most.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so these kids, I'm going to call them kids, even though they're
I always call them kids. They are kids.
They are.
What kind of services do they live there? Like what's happening?
Yeah.
What services do you?
Yeah. So they do live with us. They have their very own room. We make sure they have everything they need. So we feed them, which is something, Michelle, to take for granted, right? A warm meal, a hot meal. So they come in and it's totally voluntary. They come in and we work with them on, a lot of it's mental health, mental well-being as well. And so we work with a lot of other various agencies around town, but we make sure that they have everything that they need and they're safe and they're loved. That's the big one. I mean, I think we all take being loved and accepted for granted.
Seen.
Yeah. Yeah. We make sure everyone feels like they are just, so important. And they are so important. So, and we work typically about 120 days is the length of time someone stays with us, but we're working on all different things. So
to get them a leg up, is that what you're like, help find them work and
education.
Jobs,
Yeah. All the things.
All the things.
How did you get involved in this?
It's funny. All right. It's such a roundabout answer, but I was in the beauty industry for over 20 years and worked on the business end of that. And I worked right downtown and right near Mel Trotter and Degachet. And
these are, by the way, if you're not in the West Michigan area, these are missions and these are
absolutely they are
shelters.
Yeah. And my heart just always had this feeling like I just was always so passionate about helping people that were very vulnerable. people. And so
Wow.
COVID hits and, you shift careers a little bit. So I first ended up at Degage and I worked on developing a workforce development program and just found that that was just my passion, was working with people. So now I'm on the different end. I'm all about the money, right?
Yeah,
so my job
right.
at Covenant House is to make sure that we have the funding to continue the programming that we offer and, that we have the support and the community awareness.
Because you don't charge these kids anything, do you? I mean,
No,
you can't. This is all.
Everything is absolutely free, including transportation. We provide them bus passes, or we actually have a van. So a lot of times I pull up and the van's all ready to go. And our case management team is out working with our young people, taking them to interviews or doctor's appointments. So they have a whole team of people that just love them.
Do you feel like you take things less for granted because you work there?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I would say, what I think most of the time I walk away feeling is, and I had this at Degage as well, is like, when people are really struggling, it is that time that they are the positive outlook and the optimism and just having hope I just am so inspired on the daily by that. So, I definitely walk in every morning and I'm grateful for what I have.
I'm thinking what a complete jerk I was at age 18. I mean, seriously, let's talk about taking for granted.
Entitled, right?
Entitled. I was going off to Central and nobody was going to stop
That's
me.
right.
Mom, I'm doing it. And I will, and you just expect to come home and you can do your laundry or your mom's going to do your laundry it's just so
right.
That
you have a bed and a roof over your head and a warm,
right. And parents,
place,
hot
right?
showers, support system.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about the sleep out because you guys, being the fundraiser that you guys are doing for the first time in Grand Rapids.
We are.
A sleep out. So if you want to know what it's like, sort of ish, not really.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. This is just, it's such a cool concept. It's all of the people that, are experiencing homelessness. They know what it feels like to not feel warm and safe. And so what we're doing is we're having an event where people can actually come to our campus. We're going to sleep in boxes outside for one night just to get a little glimpse of what it must feel like, for someone that's experiencing homelessness. And so it serves as I've never done one. So this is our first one in Grand Rapids. We have a campus in Detroit and they've done it for years. And, just what an experience. And so our young people will be sharing their stories and I just am so excited, Michelle.
I'm going to do
excited.
it.
Yes.
When $500. It's in November.
Yeah, it's November 6th.
Do it in February.
I know, right?
Do it when it's snowing.
Exactly.
I swear to God, that'll really,
November could be snowing.
It really could be.
Right.
It really could be. Well, in November is actually Youth Homelessness Awareness Month. So that's why we choose to do it in November. But there's no guarantees here in Michigan what the weather's going to be like.
So we're going to hear from some of the kids who've been through the program and know about, tell us their story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Just a good chance for, talk about wanting to recognize someone who's super resilient, but also, to be grateful for what you have. That's going to be a real level set for, I think, a lot of people.
It's transportation. That's the other thing I take for granted. I do.
Being able to hop in your car and take off at a moment's notice to wherever you need to go.
Yeah. And when I started, my dad always supplied us with some kind of clunker, when we were in high school.
Yeah.
And I just always knew that if I didn't have one, my parents had an extra one or there was always a car to go somewhere. And I mean, that's not even using the public transportation system. That's a car.
That's exactly right.
And these kids probably can't even, afford the public transportation system. But that's a big one for granted. Like I'll be over at so-and-so time. I have my wheels,
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, think about this. A lot of these young people that are coming to us, they don't even have their birth certificate or any vital document.
Oh.
So it becomes impossible for them to even go through driver's training, let alone get a car. So we're helping them with that too.
Besides the fact the driver's training also costs several $100s, and then you have to buy insurance. And then, I mean, it's,
absolutely.
Being able to have that freedom is expensive.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think about when you think homelessness, unhoused, whatever, when you think about people on the street, you think about older people or people who are mentally this or that, or you don't, I don't, or maybe single moms and kids. And then they find, you don't think about 18 to 24. I just don't. And there, by the grace of God, go my kid, goes anybody that anything.
Right. Well, and you don't see them. You don't see young people like you do, the other people that you're walking past or seeing them congregating in parks. You don't see the young people. They're very, very resourceful. So they may sleep in a parking ramp. We've had, a couple of our residents have slept outside, slept in parking structures, and you just don't see them. So it's invisible to us. And so for us to not really be able to put a finger or a number to it it's pretty staggering, though. But I'm going to give you a number here. The number, I know.
Okay.
And this is a little bit dated number, but it has increased since then. But U of M did a study back in 2019, and in Michigan alone, there are 22,444 people experiencing homelessness. Many of them young people.
Wow.
A lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Stacy, what do you attest? You say when you're working at Degage and you're working with these people that they're so grateful and there's so much hope and joy there. What do you attribute that to? What do you think creates that mindset for them?
I think a lot of them have a strong belief system. A lot of them are trusting that God is going to bring them through this. And it's a journey. And I also think it's who they're surrounded by. So, we have our team at Covenant House. They're just, they are so passionate about what they do. And I definitely think that does transfer to the youth.
I have somebody.
Yeah, your team is definitely amazing.
Yeah.
Are they amazing? Are you gone? Are you good? Okay, you're still here.
Okay, good.
You're still in
My
here.
screen went blank, but
okay. Oh, you froze. Oh, you might have to.
Oh man, why does this happen every time?
Michelle, you want to come over here?
No,
and talk with me.
Sit here.
Well, no, well, I don't know if we can hear you though either. If you're frozen,
can you hear me? And
yeah, I can.
Yeah, we can hear. Yeah, am
I frozen looking cute? Hopefully,
you are. They look really cute.
You always are, darling.
Okay.
We were talking about, where were we going with this? We were going with
I was the people who do work at Covenant House.
That's okay. Yeah. Somebody in my life who had a really lousy upbringing, and this person is around a family now and is like, what? Like, it's just so positive. And then tells the current family members, that how lucky they are to be with this family. You have no idea. Stop taking your mom and dad for granted. Look what you have. Because these kids probably don't have anything in their realm. The people who you guys have at the house are probably just fantastic.
Oh, they're so
you
amazing.
have to be to want to do that.
So amazing. It's a passion and a calling. And if any of them were sitting here, they'd tell you that. And you don't even have to wonder. It just, it shows, it shines every time that you see them interact with our young people.
I think we can hear you.
Can you hear me? If you can hear me, I'm just going to stay here. I don't know.
I'm going to go with I'm going to think yes on that.
I can hear myself.
Okay. I know this. Hi, we're in the middle of our podcast. That's okay.
I know.
But I might, I'm thinking if you're, yeah, we're going to go with yes.
Welcome to technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Right.
That's okay. Well, what do you take for granted? Power, things working.
Right.
You take for granted
Yes.
this podcast working. But yeah, it is a really good and deep question, because you just don't think about that. And it's hard this is the other challenge about this. You don't want your kids, the people you're raising, the people in your life, to take things for granted. And I remember thinking when Mason was little, my son, how can I get him? We went to a soup kitchen because I wanted him to understand what he had. Sure. And he was great for a little while. No, right. Kids, but it was like, whoa.
That's very hard.
That wasn't
instill in your kids.
Eye opener, because you want to give them everything.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, you're a
I
mom
did the
too,
same
dear.
thing.
I was going to say,
Yeah, I was just
I did the same thing. Actually, upon my girls' request, they wanted to go and serve breakfast at Dégagé. So we did that and played bingo and had a blast. But yeah, it's something that definitely stuck with them over the years. And I think it is important to kind of, share that with young people because they're going to be our future generation that is supporting and helping so many of the nonprofits here locally.
So that they don't take anything for granted.
That's right.
You know, I mean, God, because look at your Christmas. Look how Christmas is for you. Look how your birthday is for you. Look at what trip we're taking,
It's a lot. Well, and another way that your residents are going to kind of share their stories coming up at Art Prize, we've got a few weeks worth of amazing art exhibits across the city of Grand Rapids. The residents are putting together something pretty you and your dad, you got to give your dad
yeah, my dad did the plans for it for sure. He sure did.
They're coming. They're okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your dad, tell us about that.
Yeah. So last year, we decided to do Art Prize. And so last year, our piece was called A Mile in Our Sneakers. And my dad chopped down a tree from his country club in Elkhart, Indiana, and drove it up here. And we hung the shoes on the tree. And I mean, talk about a family, this was the family effort here. But this year, our piece is called Rites of Passage, Our Journey Home. And our young people designed canvases that are all going to be affixed to doors that kind of represent coming off of the street, going into Covenant House in a safe place. And then the other door represents going out into sustained, wonderful life. Because really for us, it's important that we step in early enough in the game that someone doesn't have to experience chronic homelessness.
Yeah.
And you know how our housing situation is right now. It's really tough. And so we want to make sure we're setting someone up for success and that this is a one-time deal for them. They never have to experience this again.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just imagine the appreciation and can they come back if they need to come back?
They can always come back. That's actually a great question. Yeah. They can come back because sometimes it takes more than one time. Yeah. We talked about that at the beginning, 18 to 24-year-olds, a lot of times, don't make the best decisions. And so they always can come back. Yes.
See, it's not like, well, sorry, we've done.
That's right.
We've got. Mm-hmm. How big is the place here in West Michigan? How many rooms? Are there at any given time?
We have 2 floors, women and men, 14 beds each. So we need way more. We need to, we do have a waiting list quite often. So they do have their own individual rooms. It looks, Michelle, you've been there. Yeah. It looks like a college dorm.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. Actually, let me just say, it's better than most college dorms.
Right, you get your own room.
You do.
That's what's the beauty of it. They have a safe space. And I can't even imagine trying to function, find a job, do things. If you don't have a mailing address, number one,
that's right.
That's so impossible.
Right. I didn't even.
How do you get a job? You don't have an address,
right? or a computer to use, a laptop,
computer, or
email.
Wi-Fi. Yeah, all of those things.
Wow.
And
so taking care of those needs.
How can we help if we want to help?
Oh my goodness!
I'm sleeping.
I love this. Please sleep out. Yeah. That would be amazing.
Okay.
This event, I really am excited and want to, see as many people as possible come out and do this sleep out in November. But if you want to get involved prior to that, certainly, reaching out to us. I am always a talker and love to give people tours and, show people how they can get involved. So, we're 90% privately funded. And so it costs a lot of money to keep a organization open 24/7. So, financial support is always needed for us. Money.
Well, thank you.
Sorry, the technical problems. Yeah. I had a group of people here working on this computer that's still not working. So yes, I apologize.
You know what? Like, I'll tell you what, the engineer who was just in here was like, what are you guys talking about? Like, I'm going to hit him up for a donation.
There you go.
I'm going to make him sleep out. How about that?
Right.
Yes.
Stacy, you do give tours to whoever wants to come see.
Absolutely. And I think that's
more.
that is really important, I think, to be able to see what we do.
For sure.
It's easy for me to tell you about it, but when you get and come through the doors and actually see and get to meet some of our, our staff, and you get to see what we are doing and the important work, it's such a beautiful space. It is such a beautiful space.
Right. Well, thank you for being here today.
Stacy. Yeah, give us your website too.
That's an eye opener.
Yeah, sure. It's www.covenanthousemi.org.
Okay.
And
sign up to sleep out.
Sign up.
$500 get you your own box.
Yeah, like
That's right.
I love it. Thanks for being here. God, I'm like having completely different mindset.
And did we answer the question? Throw out one thing. I mean, you threw out a couple.
What would take advantage?
Right,
Yeah, I know what I'm not
granted, right?
Take for granted, not advantage. Take for granted. I know what I'm going to try not to. I mean, I'm going to,
Right. Just reminders every day.
Yeah. And I'm going to leave it at this. Taking for granted living in a peaceful environment, someplace that you can lay your head and feel really, really safe.
See, true.
You take that for granted, and yep.
Yeah.
The worst thing is my dog's barking. Oh, poor me. Seriously.
Yeah. The peace.
Thanks, Stacy.
Right.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for having me.
Leave a question, leave a comment, please subscribe.
Please like us. Thank you to all of you who are traveling along with us on this journey. We appreciate all of you.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Stace.
Thank you.